okay, so we're recording. So Yumiko has turned off her screen. I think
Yeah,
sometimes she has.
it's okay. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. I know you sometimes have issues with your video, so that's all right. So we're doing lower back issue exercises and stretches again today. So Andre was saying that he was getting some lower back issues. Yumiko, how's your lower back been? How's your back been?
So, okay, not really strong pain at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So first thing that we do, and first thing that you always do before you do any exercise, is you have to warm up. So if you can stand up, we're going to do just a really quick warm up. Okay. Yumiko, you've done a couple of these before. I know Andre possibly hasn't. So
Yeah.
what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called spinal twist. Okay, so it's a really good just gentle warm up to warm up your whole spine. So I want you to pay attention to my feet especially. So what we're doing is we're just twisting, but you want to twist as far as you can. And to do that, you want to actually move your feet all the way around, like rotate them as far around as you can. So back and forth, like getting a little bit faster as you go. And if you do about 10 on each side, that's a really good, that helps to warm up your whole back. It actually helps to start bringing the, so there's fluid that bathes all around your spine. It actually helps to stimulate that fluid and get that flowing. Okay, so if you do that like 10 times, then what I'm going to get you to do, hopefully, Andre, you have enough room. Just saying you haven't got much room, but this is all right. We're going to do a bit of high knees, okay? Actually, if you know what, let's not do high knees because I think you're going to hit something there. What we're going to do is we're going to do, okay, we're going to do high knees then. Okay, so I just want you to do 30 high knees, so up and down like that, so as fast as you can, like that, just up and down, like this, good. So just up to 30. When you get to 30, you can stop. Okay. Good. Yumiko, just tell me when you're done.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Right.
Okay, good. And then we're going to do basically they're like toe tapping. So what you're going to do 1, 2, 1, 2. But it's sort of like you're trying to dodge a bullet or something. But so it's just small steps from side to side. Small steps, as small as you can. So you're actually not moving more than like about 30 centimeters either direction. Okay, and then once you've done that a few times, I'm going to add a little bit. So you're going to go to one side and touch the ground. Go to one side, touch the ground. Okay, good. So what this is going to do is it's going to help warm up your legs as well as your back. Okay, good. And to finish the warm up, we're just going to go, you're going to take your left hand, put your right hand in the air, you're going to clap it, and then go down and then swap. So like this. So clap from above, clap below. Clap above, and then clap below. Yeah, that's it. We're going to do 10 on each side, and then you're going to stop. Okay. 10. That's 10 for me, and then you just swap sides. Okay, how's everyone going with that?
Yeah, good.
Okay, good. Okay, so the main thing that you want to exercise with lower back issues are core and glutes and hips, okay? Also your lower back muscles, but you'd be surprised how much how much you use your lower back, you overuse your lower back muscles, which can cause lower back pain. So what we really want to do is strengthen core. So the first thing that we're going to do, we actually did it last time, Yumiko, but I know Andre didn't do it. We're actually going to do a wall sit. Okay, so I'm going to move this here so you can see my wall. Okay, so if you can find a space, you're just going to sit against the wall like that. Okay, so what you really want to do, let's see how far my cable goes. You really want to try and keep your back nice and flat against the wall. Now, the lower you go, the harder it is. Okay, so if you're having trouble, come on up a little bit. Okay, but otherwise, you want to try and be as close to 90 degrees as possible. And we're actually just going to hold this for about 30 seconds. Okay, so if you can flat against the wall, try and squeeze your tummy in towards the wall as well, because that's going to help activate your core at the same time. But what we're working on a lot of is glutes and quads. Okay, so you should hopefully be feeling it in through those. Yeah. Okay, so we'll hold it for 10 more seconds and then we'll stop. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and up. Okay, so that's a really good exercise to do. It doesn't take very long. You can do it for 30 seconds. You can even try and increase it each day. So start with 30 seconds and maybe do 30 seconds for like 3 days and then go to 35, 40, that sort of thing. So it's a really good way of doing that. So the next exercise that I want to do, it's called, they're called bendovers. Okay, now they look really easy, but this is basically what ballet dancers do. And the way that they do it actually helps to strengthen their core. Okay, so I'm going to move this here again. Okay, because I really want you to see the difference between when I'm holding myself versus when I'm actually sucking in my core. So if you can see, this is where my back and my stomach is normally, if I'm just standing normally. But if I actually hold in my core, it actually helps. I'm sucking in my stomach towards my back, basically, and but without holding my breath. Okay, so I really want you to. This is a really good exercise to do, even just by itself. You can be just on the bus, or you can be at home doing some work, and just holding in that stomach and holding it for about 10 seconds, 20 seconds. You know, the longer you can, the better. So the trick is not to actually bring your chest up and to hold it and really tight. You should still be able to talk and breathe while you're holding in your core. So
do you sort of tense your glutes and your legs as well?
You don't. No. It's literally if you're doing it properly, it's almost just a what's it called, isolated movement. So all you want to do is think about sucking in your belly button towards your spine and holding it. Okay, and that is holding your core. So I want you to think about that position when we do this next exercise. So this exercise is a bend over. It's going to really help you work your core, but it's also going to really help work all your leg muscles and your foot muscles. So a lot of people get lower back issues because we tend to walk in shoes all the time, and we tend to not walk barefoot a lot. And so our foot muscles get very, very lazy, and that creates issues with biomechanics of the whole leg. So this is a really good exercise to do to work on your balance and to work on those foot muscles. So what you're going to do, we're going to start with a slightly bent leg. So let's just tilt that so you can see my leg a little bit better. Just hoping that doesn't fall. Yep, okay. So if that's my normal leg, we're gonna take the weight and put all the weight on one leg and slightly bend it. Oops, there it goes. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Okay. So we're going to slightly bend it. Then you're going to take the other foot. So you say, for me, it's the left leg. And you're going to reach back as you reach forward with your arm. Okay. So you don't have to get a straight leg. What you're trying to do is you're actually trying to keep balance on one leg for as long as possible. So what I'd like you to try and do is I'd like you to try and do 5 of those on one leg. So without bringing the foot back onto the ground. So that'd be 1. 2. Obviously, the slower that you go, the harder that it is, but also the better technique you tend to have if you go slower. 3. 4. And 1 more.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you should be able to feel that in your foot.
Yeah.
And all the way up your leg. Shake out your leg. Shake out the leg. Okay, and we're gonna go swap. Okay, so we're gonna swap legs now. And we're gonna do it on the other side. Okay, and you'll find that there is one side that is better than the other. That's absolutely normal. Okay, so you just have to keep practicing on both sides. Okay. Okay, if you're having trouble balancing, you can use a wall to help yourself, or one of the tricks I do is I actually try and focus on one thing in front of me. So like right now, I'm actually trying to focus on my desk. I'm focusing on a spot on my desk, okay? And just by focusing on that spot, it helps me stay stable. If you tend to sort of look around while you're doing this, you tend to lose your balance. There's a whole mechanism with it. But if you're having issues, just pick a spot and then forward we go again. So we're going to do this 5 times again. Okay, and this time, try and also think about keeping your tummy nice and tight as well. I know it's a lot of things to sort of think about the first time, but and I did 4. There we go. 5, okay, and shake out your legs. Shake out the legs. Okay. Okay, so how's everyone going with that?
Yeah, good. Definitely
Good.
feeling it.
Okay, good. Okay, I only have a couple more exercises I want to do. Okay, actually, 1 exercise and 1 stretch. Okay, so the exercise I want to. So we've been doing a lot with sort of legs today, like the wall sit. This is very much legs. I want to do one last one about core. Okay, so we're going to do some real ab work. Okay, right now. So last week, Yumiko, you might remember, or it was a couple of weeks ago, we did the leg raise where we actually, it was a V shape, I think it was, where we grabbed a water bottle or we grabbed a tissue box and put it between our legs and we held it. Do you remember that?
I think I didn't do it. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, we're going to do pretty much the same thing again. I was going to do the same thing and then just hold it a bit longer, but the thing is nobody's done it. We'll just do it again. Okay, so I want you to grab a tissue box or water bottle or something that is okay to squash. Okay, so I'm going to grab my tissue box. Just something that's okay, where that it will hold its shape, but it can be squashed if it has to be squashed. Yep, we've all got that. Okay, so you're going to go on the floor, or if you don't have floor, on the bed. Okay, so this is going to work your abs, but it's also going to work your legs at the same time. What you're going to do is you're going to put your tissue box or your thing between your legs, like just around where your calves are, okay? And you're going to get on your back, okay, on your back. And as you go on your back, what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands underneath your lower back or underneath your bum, just to help support it. And while keeping that tissue box between your legs, you're going to lift your legs up and you're going to hold it for 20 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to count when I see everyone's legs in the air.
I might not be able to see mine, but I'm doing it.
Okay, but you want to be on your back. Okay, so everyone just say yes when they're ready.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, whose stomach is? Who felt that?
Definitely.
How was that? Okay, so that's a really good one, like I said, because by holding something between your legs, you're actually working those muscles, those interior muscles of your thighs, as well as your lower back, as well as your core, as well as those abs. So that's actually, so you can do it without it. It's just not going to create that extra work for your legs, okay? So that's a really good one. Like I said, start with 20 seconds, because 20 seconds is a lot. You might have just felt that. 20 seconds is quite good. Then if you're finding that all right, then go to 25, 30, and you're just increasing in time. Okay, so the last thing I want to finishing on is actually a stretch, because a lot of people now they're on the computer a lot nowadays, and actually puts a lot of pressure on the lower back. It puts a lot of pressure on the hips. Now we're going to actually do a lot more stretches in my stretch class. We're actually concentrating at the moment on lower back and hips in the stretch class at the moment. So if you wanted to come onto that on Saturdays at 5, that would help you as well. But for today, what I want to do is I want to work on a stretch called the, sorry, I'm out of breath, called the butterfly stretch. Okay, so this is a really good stretch for your inner thighs and your outer thighs at the same time. It depends on where you're tight. Actually, I think we'll, yeah. So what you want to do is you want to get on a wall or on a behind a couch or something that will help you sit up straight. You can do it without it, but it just helps a little bit. And then what you're going to do, I'm going to take this off. You actually want to put your legs so that your feet are touching, okay? And it's going to cause your knees to come up in the air. So it's not quite a cross-legged position. It's like, I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to see if I can see it. Like that. Like that. Okay. So you're in a sort of diamond shape with your feet. So the first thing that you can do to help stretch that out, you can stretch out in a couple of ways in this position. If you're wanting to concentrate on your inner thighs, what you want to do is you just want to try and push out with your out on your hips. So you can take your hand and actually push out against your knee. So not down. You're not actually pushing down like that. You're pushing out. against sort of in the same direction as your leg. Okay, and if you want to increase that stretch, you actually can just lean away from it like that. I hope you can see that. Does that make sense? Are you feeling that in between? Like, just you should feeling it right sort of around here, around that hip area. Yeah. So you can hold it like that. And then if you go to the other side as well. However, if you want to get it more through your back and through your lower, through your outer legs, the other way that you can stretch out is actually by going forward. So when I got taught this stretch, my teacher actually explained it to me as you're not trying to, a lot of people think, oh, they're trying to put their head on their feet. That's not actually what you're trying to do. You actually want to think about it as if you're trying to get your stomach to your feet. So it's that sort of forward movement rather than down. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. So the other way that you can stretch, if you just take a deep breath in and you just move forward as if you're trying to reach like far away, like you're trying to reach the wall opposite you, okay? That's actually what you're trying, that's what you're trying to reach. And that will actually start to stretch out your lower back as well as your thighs as well. And maybe if you can, it is a more intense stretch, but the idea is to try and relax into it as much as possible and breathe through it like that. Okay. Now, if you want to really concentrate on one side, you can actually turn your body. So you can actually turn your body towards one knee just a little bit. Like you don't have to go all the way around, just a little bit, and you should feel it through one outside leg a little bit more, even the lower back of it. And then you can go across to the other side. And I mean, I like this stretch because you don't have to, even if you're really unflexible, even if you're just like this, you can still use the stretch to help you stretch out these areas relatively safely, okay? Because there are stretches that can get, if you do them incorrectly, they can be very painful, they can really injure you. But this one is actually quite a relatively safe stretch. With all stretches, if you ever get to the point where you're actually feeling pain, you've actually gone too far. So you just want to back off a little bit, okay? And then hold it before you move forward again. So that's a really nice stretch. That's a butterfly stretch for you. Okay, so you can, to get out of it, you basically bring your knees together and then straighten your legs and then just wiggle out your legs a little bit. And that should do for today.
Awesome.
Okay, so so we've just we've not done too many. Like I don't want to overload people with exercises each week. It's just each week we're going to do just about, like today, maybe 3 exercises in a stretch, just so that you can take that and continue with it. Okay, and then we just build on it each week. Okay, we might revisit it, we might do new ones, but if you do those 3 exercises each day, then that's going to help set you up for the next class. We can, and if you end up coming back for the next class, we can either increase the difficulty or we can do it again. It's totally up to what you guys say. Okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. If you have any issues, remember you can call me, you can email me, or give us a call and even come and visit us at the clinic, okay?
Sounds good.
Yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
great to see you all.
You too.
Okay, have a good week, guys. And
Thank
hopefully we'll see you maybe at another class this week.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, take care.
Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you.